The question, what is Bitcoin? Often when you get asked this question, you get responses like it's magic internet money, it's a speculative investment, used for illegal activity, Ponzi scheme, all kinds of different answers. But I think many people at this conference know that Bitcoin is much more than that. It's a revolutionary financial tool. It's a solution to problems such as inflation, lack of financial access, and centralized control. At My First Bitcoin, we teach why Bitcoin matters. We focus on real-world impact it has, and our work focuses on teaching people how Bitcoin can be used to achieve financial freedom. My name is Jonathan Yagubian. I'm the IT manager and on the board of directors for My First Bitcoin, Mi Primer Bitcoin in Espanol. I grew up in Michigan and spent about 15 years in Washington State. Have been in Bitcoin country, El Salvador, for the past year. The projects I've led since being with Mi Primer Bitcoin are our GitHub pages and repositories, implementation of that, development of our LMS system, our learning management system, as well as a redesign of our Bitcoin diploma workbook, the redesign of our website, and integrations of our current of our curriculum into apps like Fedi and Aqua Wallet. At Mi Primer Bitcoin, we believe in showing people why Bitcoin matters. We do this by first teaching them about the problems with traditional financial systems, such as inflation, government control, and exclusion. We help people see Bitcoin for what it truly is, a tool for empowerment, self-sovereignty, and freedom. The first time in history we have experienced an asset with the power of Bitcoin. Mi Primer Bitcoin was founded in 2021. We are a nonprofit based in El Salvador. We provide open source Bitcoin education for communities around the world, and we're showing that Bitcoin education can lead to real change by empowering people with knowledge. And we do this through mainly our flagship program, which is called the Bitcoin Diploma. It's 10 chapters, a workbook that's taught over normally 10 weeks in person. It gives an introductory on the basics of money, the history and evolution of money, and our current financial systems, and then we introduce Bitcoin. We believe that understanding these basic concepts about money is how people can understand why Bitcoin is the next step in financial evolution and self-sovereignty. The Bitcoin Diploma provides a foundation for understanding why Bitcoin is a solution to many problems the world faces today. We also completely open source everything we do. We publicly post all of our materials on GitHub. Anyone is free to use or modify our materials. We provide all the text, design files, and everything you need to utilize the curriculum. Our approach is to provide independent, impartial, and community-driven education that is free from outside influence. Our goal is to give people the knowledge and tools they need to make informed decisions about Bitcoin. Our education is open source, transparent, and we are grassroots, which means that we work from the bottom up, empowering communities with unbiased knowledge. We've made tremendous progress in a short period of time. We've graduated over 30,000 in-person students in El Salvador. We've partnered with the Ministry of Education in El Salvador, and which now uses our Bitcoin curriculum to teach students across the country. Our curriculum has become the first ever Bitcoin program used for credit in a public school system. We've taught over 450 public school teachers in El Salvador on how to teach our materials as well. We've also been growing what we call our node network, and this is our initiative to bring open source, community-led Bitcoin education to the world. It consists of grassroots communities around the world providing independent, impartial Bitcoin education and resources, both in person and online. We currently have 43 nodes around the world in 29 different countries. They're all completely grassroots, independent Bitcoin educators. And to join this, you have to agree to our core values and consensus rules and demonstrate a proof of work. We're working to make the network decentralized and self-governing. We list all of our nodes in our GitHub directories and to provide them with a profile page where they can list information about their organization. The global network is designed to share best practices and expand educational opportunities. They also aid in translations of our Bitcoin diploma, creating new curriculum and distribution, as well as sharing best practices for people starting their own organizations. We want to provide independent, impartial, and community-driven education that is free from outside influence. Our education and everything we do is open source, transparent, and grassroots. And how do we do all this? How are we funded? It's all from mostly individual grassroots donors. 65% of our funding is from individuals. This is individual people making the donations. About 35% comes from corporate and grant funding. We receive grants from and funding from Block, Human Rights Foundation, OpenSats, and several more. And we take no government funding whatsoever. We're completely grassroots. We reject all funding that has any strings attached. One of the most common questions we receive is, how can I help? We always need educators around the world who can teach in person and online. If you already have an organization or community, you can join our node network. Translations of our Bitcoin diploma curriculum is always needed. Volunteers for things like helping with our GitHub pages, translations, community involvement, and other areas that we often need. You can also contribute to new curriculum development. We're at the beginning stages of creating a mining curriculum and looking for contributors for that. This is our GitHub link. If you want to check out our GitHub page, that has a lot of information on organization, as well as links to other valuable information. And also our website, myfirstbitcoin.io. You can follow us on X. That's myfirstbitcoin_. You could also email me, jy@mepremierbitcoin.io. And then also you could donate. And this is our Geyser Fund campaign link. And that's it on Me Premier Bitcoin. Thank you.